Before you announce your next song in a rushed excitement, I want you to stop, reflect, and consider how this monumental decision could impact the rest of your music career. Some artists won't take this seriously, but for the musicians who are serious about their career, here is the big secret. It's not just an artwork reveal. It's not just the song name. This is the start of a new chapter or a season of the rest of your life, and it needs to be calculated with precision. So as a music marketing coach, I work with singers and rappers to help them fly past 100,000 streams. And these are some of the success habits I've observed from artists who cross over into that 1 million streams mark. And I want to share their lessons with you in this video. Essentially, you have two different options. Number one is that this is the best announcement of your life. And this song builds up so much hype, it changes your music career. Or option two, this becomes another announcement that nobody cares about. This song is a flop and it doesn't do any justice, and you'll be right back here 3 months from now saying, I'll try harder next time. And the choice is 100% yours. And from my experience, there are 3 ways I help artists to announce their music. And number one is to build the brand before you build the music. But the cold hard truth is you haven't amplified your brand persona enough for anybody to give a damn that you're about to announce new music. So they're not going to resonate with the message until they care who the message is coming from. And the way that you build your brand is creating something that's worth following. So you're not just an artist who creates songs, you're an artist who stands for some values. That might be making the world laugh. That might be making the world dance. That might be making the world relax. You're giving something of value to the world. And when you try and create a lasting impact that others can, enjoy and entertain them and educate them, they feel like they want to know what you're putting out there. And that's when they start to pay attention to the marketing of your brand new song. And for your song to spread wider than your existing fan base, you have to heat up your audience. You have to start dropping clues that something big is coming soon without being corny or cliche or using those tired phrases. And you can show the excitement rather than telling people the excitement of what is about to happen. If you imagine what's more exciting, telling you my song is coming out on Thursday or showing you the reaction to my song from other people that I know and then telling you it's out on Thursday. So when people witness what happens when people hear the song, they want to pay attention to it more, rather than just being informed that it's coming out on a certain day. Do you see the subtle difference there? Since we're speaking about hype and building excitement for your brand, I am over the moon to tell you about the brand new app from DistroKid, who is the sponsor of this week's video. It is brand new to the iPhone App Store. The Android version is coming soon, but you can now moderate your entire DistroKid portfolio from your mobile phone. You open up the app and you can look at all the daily streams from your song, you can look at your earnings, and you can even cash out your wallet to pay into your bank account. You can do almost every feature of the DistroKid website from your phone. You can add song credits and metadata into your releases. You can upload snippets as MP3 files from your phone if you want to release something secret on the Instagram Reels audio library and the TikTok audio library. You can do that by creating a brand new release from the DistroKid app. It's so powerful, and as always, you keep 100% of the earnings you make when you put out your songs through DistroKid. Sign up to get 7% discount using my link, which is distrokid.com/VIP/all-about-helping. If you're excited as I am, head to the iPhone App Store, download the DistroKid app, sign in, and make sure you check out all of the amazing features in there. I want to thank DistroKid, as always, for sponsoring this week's video. But for now, let's jump back into the video. The second thing that artists with over 100,000 streams do before they announce music is to start filming the creation of the song itself before they are ready to announce it. All the studio sessions, all the Zoom calls, all the drawing board planning sessions that they have done building up to this song, it's important to at least film it. I'm not talking about posting it immediately, But if you have the content in your camera roll, then you can strategically decide what to do with it, versus not having anything at all and then wishing you had some material after the announcement but before the release. You have a gap to post and you need to find some content to fill that period. And I meet so many artists every single week who want to work with me, and they'll say, and I have a song coming out in 2 weeks. I have a song coming out at the start of next month. And it's just not enough time to make an impact because you've already made the announcement and the time clock is already ticking until your release. And so it's important to create the progression of the song, of the journey you went on, what it meant to you, and how the song evolved. You don't have to tell people from the jump that it is your next single. You can be leaking it slowly, the drums, then the melody, then the chorus, then the vocal stems, and not actually tell people it's your next song, but you're very subconsciously telling them, I'm working on something amazing. And then finally, when the news is broken and the announcement is made, the real fans will know that this was that single all along. And I think this is one of the biggest traps that rookie artists fall into, is that they only post about the shiny finished product when it's done, and they don't push the teasing of that song in the process of its creation. And finally, the third step that artists with over 100,000 streams do before they announce new music is to focus on providing value instead of personal gain. So if you're creating snippets of your music video just so you can get more views and more clicks and more plays, that's a selfish reason and an intention for your personal gain. But if you're trying to inspire others to create change, if you're trying to inspire people to laugh, if you're trying to educate people about an awareness or a cause, then there's value added into your post. And what you're announcing isn't really your song. You're announcing that there's a time to talk about and unpack the themes that are buried deep within the lyrics of your music. So maybe your song is about domestic abuse. Maybe your song is about breaking up with a friend. Maybe your song is about breaking free of the shackles of a 9-to-5 and exploring the world. It doesn't matter what your song is about, but in each of those different scenarios, the concept was so rich and deep that it's worth discussing with the community. So instead of using your narrative to say, my song is coming out next week, you can be asking people, have they ever experienced this type of situation? When you create this type of content, it opens up discussion in your comments, in your DMs, in your stories, in your question stickers, in your YouTube comments, in your Twitter replies, and it creates so much engagement that people are talking about your brand, talking about your theme, talking about your song, that it opens you up to a whole new audience. You might have blogs writing about you because they saw a Twitter thread about talking openly about domestic violence and tackling those themes through music. And that's how you got a blog written about you. Through that blog, playlist curators discovered you, and through those playlist curators, your song got exposed to people and ramped up to 50,000 streams. That wouldn't have happened unless you talked about it in an open, vulnerable public forum. Or maybe you created so much content that the fans who'd forgotten about you came back and they said, I haven't listened to this artist's music in a long time. Let me check it out and see how they've evolved as an artist. And this can always help you grow your streams by recouping old fans who you've lost to the social media algorithms. And I think the main message here is that if your announcement is flat, the hype of the song won't be much better. You have to have a strong foundation to build off. If your announcement is mega, like it's a monumentally big announcement, that hype is going to continue all the way to the song release. And so you have to take action now, guys. I want you to take a moment before you excitedly announce the next song to build a plan. Number one, think of the announcement, but number two, think of the content you will create 7 days before this announcement. So you're drip feeding and dropping clues and you're building up mega excitement before the announcement itself, so that people can tell something big is coming, but they don't know what. That's one of the best ways to ensure a powerful launch that kickstarts the growth of your brand and then pushes your music. If you found this video helpful and genuinely do have a song coming out that you want to release and have goals of attracting 100,000 streams, book a call in my diary and I'll build you an action plan how I can help you There is an appointment scheduler on my website, allabouthelping.co.uk. Find the Magnetic Musician application form, and I can tell you more about my program and how I coach artists to get to 100,000 streams per song. That unlocks monthly streaming revenue and so much more for your brand, that it can transform your career by putting the hard work into this next single that you're about to announce.